Yet I've always heard, be ready, don't get ready.
But don't you have to get ready to be ready?
I guess, yes, but the time to get ready is before the opportunity shows up.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.
So we're excited that we've had the opportunity and the privilege of creating for you shows for over, 12 years, I guess, now.
Yeah.
And 30 years of coming alongside you, not only selling and buying real estate with over 3,117 families, but helping you build your fun, helping you build your faith, helping you build your finance, and even strengthen, heal, and flourish in your relationship. So really 30 years of building your life, your wealth, and your home. Yeah. So in this episode, we're going to explore how to be prepared so that you can jump all in or jump all out.
Yeah, and jumping all out is sometimes important.
And sometimes really hard to do.
Especially once you get invested. It's kind of like gambling. You know, people will gamble some money and then they lose it and they think, oh, that was just bad luck. I can get it back. And so because they're invested, they want to put more in.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
Yeah. So in real estate, sometimes people will invest during their preparation time. You know, we just had a client who was looking at an old schoolhouse. It was cute as a button.
Adorable, right? So cute.
And we knew there were going to be multiple offers on this property, partially because they underpriced it. And secondly, getting a single family home that's cute like that, lots of people want it. Now this person decided, okay, I'm going to do my inspection. I'm going to do a home inspection. It already had a septic inspection, so that part we knew about. They did their home inspection, but they also, nothing really horrible showed up.
No, it was great, right?
Yeah. But then they also knew this is my max dollar. Even if I think I might not get it now that I know how many offers come in, because you don't know how many offers until offer day.
So, sometimes you don't know it until after you've started the offer process.
Right. And this one was tight. Like we did the home inspection in the morning and offers were at 2. And so suddenly we're doing the home inspection. I go, oh, they got 2 offers. Oh, they got 4 offers. Oh, they got 6 offers. And I think there was something like 18 offers on that property. And my client didn't get it. But they were prepared to offer without conditions because they spent the money to be prepared. Now, they might have gotten it, but the point is they had a drop dead kind of, number. This is my number and I'm not going above it. And good on them. So they didn't get it, but that's okay. There'll be another.
Right. So really what we're saying is if you're prepared, you won't keep going and escalating if you've thought it through when you're not emotionally engaged too much. So set your number, set your dollars in advance, because otherwise, and we've watched it, it gets away from them. Because you just keep throwing money at it. But then if it causes you to not have enough money to live in your day to day or put you tighter, or now you have to borrow money, or now you're at risk of it not closing.
Yeah, we've seen the odd one that hasn't closed because someone got overzealous to get a house. They went above their pre-approval and they thought, oh, well, we'll get approved for a little more, or we'll borrow some money from here, or we'll figure it out. And then they don't. And, it's rare, but it's scary when you're a few days before closing and you could lose your deposit. You could be sued for damages. There's all kinds of things that could happen. Right. I know I'm a downer right now, but
you are.
It's all part of being prepared. The first step to being prepared is that 30-minute consultation that we've been talking about.
Well, it is. He's looking at me like I need the 30-minute consultation, but I do need to be available for the 30-minute consultation, which is fantastic. And in that 30 minutes, what you're going to do is get some additional clarity beyond what you already have so that you know what steps to do to be prepared, so that when there's something that you want, you have the confidence to strike fast or to run far and fast away.
Yeah.
Like it's really being prepared for both ends of the spectrum. It's not just to say we're here to make you buy a house. And I think sometimes I wasn't going to say this today, but it keeps running through my head. Sometimes I think, well, I've heard it. So I know it to be true. People have said to me, yeah, but you realtors, you just want us to buy a house. No. Because if I take great care of you, then you're with me in the long run and I can keep helping you and your friends and your family. If I try and jam you into something that you shouldn't be buying, that's not going to happen for me. So it doesn't even serve me to not serve you with excellence. Like, just not true.
Yeah, like one of our past clients came in for a consultation just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
A senior gentleman living in a bungalow that he loves.
He comes every year and a half. We keep having the same consult.
And he just wonders whether he should take his equity out and do something different with it or whatever. And I said, well, if you were to take your equity out, where would and rent, where would you rent? Would you rent in a Caribbean type island? Would you go to another city? He goes, no, we'd rent in the same town that we're in. We love where we live.
And we rent kind of the same house we're in.
Yeah, I said, well, then don't do it. So, so sometimes our counsel is not to buy a house or not to sell a house because we're in it to be a consultant, not a salesperson.
Yeah, and if it is time to buy, sell, or make a move, we can move fast. Like it's not like we're not sure.
We know how to do that, yeah.
Right? Like we know how to do that too. And yet if it's not the best thing for you, then we don't want it for you. So this whole thing about being prepared is do your homework, do your due diligence, and be certain about what it is you do or do not want to do.
Right. So right after the consult, then you're going to decide what properties you're going to do a pre-inspection on. Because an inspection may cost you anywhere from $500 to $1,500, depending on how many you do. If you're doing the well, the septic, and the house, you're talking like $1,500.
Yeah.
And so decide when you're going to do it, whether the house requires it. Is it a 2-year-old house? Maybe I don't need a home inspection.
Well, and when
Things
we
like
say
that.
need, it has a lot to do with your emotional state too, because some people just can't buy a property without one. And when people first started saying we're going to buy houses without inspections, it was like, we can't do that. I remember when they didn't happen and how terrible that was. And then we moved into a state of it happened every time. And now it's seldom happens. But just decide whether you are the type that needs it and which houses need it. Which ones do you feel need it? And then get your pre-approval locked in.
Yeah, lock in your interest rate. I've been dealing with a couple people recently that have locked in from before the mortgage rates went up a little bit.
So we're in a little bit of a time crunch to get it done now.
But they're happy that they got pre-approved and locked their rate in. And if you're thinking about it now, the rates are still going to go up. So re-lock in or lock in. If your pre-approval's lapsed, go ask to be locked in again.
And then just get certainty about your walk away. Like prepare yourself for your walk away so you don't get, as Ken would say, sucked in to what you really don't want.
Yeah, even if you've maybe invested in home inspection and all that sort of stuff, and you've gone to see the property and you're emotionally invested, that's the big part.
Yeah, it is.
You still want to know whether there's certain factors that you'll walk away.
Yeah, so we're grateful that you actually can make great decisions when you're informed and you like this whole episode was about predetermine what it will take to buy it and predetermine what it'll take to walk away.
Yeah. So we're honored to be your advocates on this generational legacy journey of real estate and life.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward.